Okay, so this is one of the first labs that I really understand, and so I could just go over how it works. Um, there's a thing called Etherchannel in the CCNA exam or for networking with Cisco devices, and Etherchannel basically takes two of these links. You have the switch ports, and you see how there's two of these cables. These two cables could be one ether channel, like one link that gets balanced, like the traffic goes between both of them, not just one of them. So that's basically an ether channel. And so with this one, there's two types of them. So right here you have layer 2 ether channel between A switch 1 and D switch 1 using LACP. So let's see, A switch 1 and D switch 1. So we could use that technology, the LACP. So I'll try configuring that right now. So open up the switch, go to the CLI, and enable conf T, and then let's see, interface range G01 to 2. Okay, and then we do channel group 1 mode, and we check here and we're looking for LACP, so we can use active or we can use passive for LACP. So I'm going to configure this as active and this one and multi-layer switches passive. Okay, this is active. Okay, and now we exit. And we're going to do show ether channel. Actually, we have to exit one more time. Show ether channel. And see, it says LACP, but we gotta configure the other one to really get it working. So enable conf T, and then we do int range, and we use these interfaces G103 and G104. So G103 to 4. And then we do channel group 1 mode passive. And now I think LACP is configured, layer 2 ether channel is configured on these two trunk links. So let me check. Show ether channel summary. And in port channel, you see it's got P in port channel and SU layer 2 in use. Okay, so we can check this one too. Conf T, actually no, exit. Show ether channel summary. Okay, and it's the same thing. It's SUP, so it's layer 2 LACP. Okay, so we configure that. Now we're going to configure layer 2 ether channel with PAGP, port aggregation protocol. Okay, so same thing pretty much, but it's just slightly different. So we do int range, and we use these two. G01 2. For some reason, oh, I mistyped that. Okay. And now channel group 1 mode. And we gotta choose one of these. So we're gonna do PAGP. So we gotta use desirable and auto. So for this link, we're gonna use desirable. Okay. And looks like it configured it. Now we're going to go into the layer 3 switch, and we're just configuring layer 2 ether channel. Okay, so enable const p int range, and we're going to use G103 to 4, and channel group 1 mode. We'll check what it is, and we're going to use auto. Okay, so now I think that the layer 2 PAGP is configured, port aggregation protocol. Let's see if that works. Okay, show ether channel summary. And SUP and PAGP, yeah, so it worked. We'll check on the other side. Show ether channel summary. It also worked. We got PAGP. Okay, and now we're going to configure on these two multi-layer switches layer 3 ether channel. It's a little bit more difficult than the first two, but I think I remember how to do it. Okay. And we do int range G101-2, because we're configuring it, these two. All we gotta do the configuration mode. Okay, so int range G101 is 2. And then we're gonna do channel group. We're gonna use 2 this time because channel group 1 is used here. Channel group 1 is used here, so we use channel group 2 here. Okay, channel group 2 mode, and we're gonna configure ether channel only. We're gonna use this option on. Okay, but I forgot to do one thing here because we gotta turn the IP routing. It's not for layer 3 switches. You gotta turn on the routing mode. So you do IP routing, and now it enables routing, and then on the ports. G101-2 on the ports, you gotta do no switch port, and that makes it a routing port. So that would be layer 3 ether channel with a routing port. Okay, and then we do the same thing on D switch 2. So we do conf t no switch. We're gonna turn IP routing on right away, and we do int range G101-2 because we use this one and that one, and we do no switch port. I'll do that afterwards actually. So we do channel group 2 mode on. Okay, and then we do no switch port. And now we gotta configure the IP on the device. This is something that we know that this is the 10.0.0.0/30 network, and so we have 1 and 2. So we just configure the IP address. So I think it's like exa IP address. No, exa IP address. Let's see, conf T IP routing. We'll see about that IP routing. I think that's good for now. I'm just testing this video.